Tell you what, we've got one hell of a lineup tonight. Willie going to wrap it up. And speaking of which, I am with a group that has been around, I think, since the dawn of country music. They had another name before, and you'll know who I'm talking about when you hear their single that we play constantly. We welcome Parmalee to the studio.
Yeah, what's happening?
Very nice to have you here. Now, who are the brothers here?
Scott and I.
Okay, yeah, you look just like twins.
Drummer Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I was just going to ask, so Scott's on the drums.
Yeah.
And who's on the bass?
That's our first cousin Barry Knox.
Yeah.
Okay. Family again?
Oh, yeah.
Are you all family?
Yeah.
Well,
They have recently adopted me,
Oh,
so now
you're the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, Parmalee, so the big hit, of course, must have had a good time, of course, from 12. Carolina, I guess, is your next big single.
yeah.
Now, I just want to just take a second here and tell the audience that your original name was the Thomas Brothers Band, right?
Yeah, we started as a family band. Scott, our dad taught us how to play.
I was just going to bring up your dad, and I was hoping it was all right.
Yeah.
He was one hell of an influence on your
man.
band, and I would love to have you share that with the audience.
Yeah, man. We grew up in a musical family. Dad sang and played. He was a local, musician.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, and seeing him as a kid, you always wanted. He was just cool.
Yeah, man.
You wanted to be like him, and he sang like he was a mixture between Bob Seger, Greg Allman, and Travis Tritt.
That is
and Otis
one.
Redding. If you put all those guys together, so that's how we got our roots in it. Josh's dad also played.
Okay.
Taught him how to play guitar.
I mean, where did you find Josh? I mean, he's not in the family. I mean, was he at a bar somewhere? Broke? Was he like drunk? Last guy
It
getting thrown
actually
out?
was a bar.
Yeah, it was a bar. It was the bar that the Thomas Brothers band played in. He had a band as well, and he was playing in the same bar. And we got to be friends. And when we started writing music, I asked him to join our band. So we've all actually played with the Thomas Brothers band. And then we got Josh in on it, and we moved to we went out to rehearse in this little barn in Parmalee, North Carolina.
Right.
Hence the name.
Hence the name. And I'm just going to tell the fans that,
Yeah.
because a lot of people will ask me, where do they get the name? A lot of people don't know where Conway Twitty got his name. There are towns in Mississippi, and I knew that you guys got real creative by changing your name to Parmalee. Now, why did you do that?
I worked for Alabama.
I guess you got that right. You do have a point. I was just going to say, much like Alabama, some of the best country bands I've ever heard formed in a bar, and they had to scoop one guy because he had too much to drink. So, just fantastic to have you here. We are at Hunter Mountain, WRWD, here at the Taste of Country Music Festival. I know the weather doesn't look that great outside, but put jeans on and come out and see Parmalee. They are going to be rocking. And any guys who come to a radio interview, this is no joke, they are live, as you know, who bring their own
He brought Josh
gear.
one. Did you see that?
They didn't bring the disc jockey one.
Oh, yes, we did.
Oh, they did! Oh, I got these guys right here. Whatever their next single is, I'm in it right away. It's going right in the top 10. Cheers. I really appreciate that. Cheers, guys. This is Parmalee. Come on up. We are at Hunter Mountain, the Taste of Country Music with WRWD's big show. We'll see you.